Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome back if you're coming back. If you're new, welcome. I got that mixed up. Should be thank you for coming back. Welcome if you're new. So this is a wealth building channel. I've been making too many videos today. I'm getting delusional. So today we're going to talk about the money subject, but we're going to do a little different today. We're going to talk about divorce. So for those who have gone through divorce, and which has been a lot lately because of COVID, believe it or not. So we're going to talk about money issues, and if you got any divorce coming up, if you're getting ready for a divorce, if you're separated, these are things to keep in mind with your money, because this is a wealth building channel and we want to get our money in place. So we're just going to talk about this. It's not going to be a real long video, but we have these type of videos all the time on our channel. So please subscribe, come back, check it out. I'm getting ready to go off the screen. You'll hear me talking in the background. And I shall see you all in the next video. Almost turned it off. Here we go. All right. Got to get it together here. Okay, money and divorce. All right, so this is going to be a quick little guide, and this is just one thing I learned from a friend who recently went through a divorce, is knowing about your finances. That's how this came up. It's knowing about what your legal rights are, and it's going to be, the person I'm talking about is a woman, but this goes for you guys as well. You just reverse what I'm saying. I mean, a friend of mine who was a woman, so I'm going to say a woman, but you guys know this could be for you too, right? This is an all-gender channel. We don't try not to make it a woman channel. We try to make it all-gender channel. So if you are caught up in an emotional trauma of divorce, especially if there's children involved, and regardless of how much you know about your family's finances, you're likely going to be smacked by the sheer volume of information you're going to be asked to provide. So if you're going through a lawyer, you're going to be overwhelmed. If you are in this situation, or getting ready to go through this situation, one of the first things you need to do is compile a statement of your net worth. And this includes, you want to list your income, your expenses, your assets, and liabilities. And I know this can be a huge challenge if you don't pay the bills or if you don't know all your passwords. So I don't know if you're doing this in secret or you both know this is coming up, but you need to try and get your passwords. If you're in a really bitter fight and he's not going to give you, or he, she, or whatever, is not going to give you the password, this could be a little more challenging. But you might be able to go through the lawyer and see if you can force them to give you the passwords. But it's important to be on top of your finances, because you don't want to give everything you worked for to the other party. And if you've been considering a divorce and you haven't filed yet, then you need to get your ducks in a row. And this means assembling your divorce team. In addition to your lawyer, you need to get a financial advisor who can tell you where to put the money you're going to get. And if you need a certified financial person, you let me know and I can hook you up. Just contact me on my website. You need to think clearly. This is not a relationship channel. It's a money channel. So I'm not going to go into all the psychology stuff here. But, of course you need to keep your mind and your mental health sharp as possible. And you need to think about your taxes, okay? You need to start the search for your financial information with your tax return. You need to make sure you have copies of it, because it tells a lot about your finances with your tax return. So to make it less daunting, one of the things that's recommended is that you take one step at a time, including like 1 week you could focus on your bank statements, because you can't do everything in one day or 1 week. Maybe in week 2 you go over your retirement accounts. And if you don't have somebody working with you, like, if this is a really bitter divorce and they're not going to give you any help at all, like whoever your partner was, then you might need to get a lawyer involved. Week 3, you need to do whatever. By week 6, you should have a list of all your assets, debts, and expenses and everything. Okay, you should have copies of your tax statements. You should have an idea what's in the retirement fund. And you need to be on top of these finances and do the best you can. It's also, the trash can be your best friend, believe it or not. Because, if they're hiding stuff from you, then you need, that would be an idea. I mean, hopefully it isn't getting that bad that you need to go through the trash can, but, some of these are pretty serious. So, again, you can get your lawyer or your legal counsel to subpoena records or passwords or anything else, if necessary, to get information if the other party is not cooperating with you. When it comes to dividing these assets, one thing you don't want to do is take on a house that you can't afford. You don't want to be house rich and cash poor, okay? Might be hard to give up the house, but you need to be realistic. If you can't afford it by yourself, you need to let it go, because you're never going to get ahead if you are house poor. Another mistake is looking at your assets with only tax goggles, because it doesn't make sense to trade in a Roth IRA from all your withdrawals are tax-free for a traditional IRA in which you owe taxes. I mean, you may owe a heavy capital gains tax on appreciated stock. So you don't want to get caught up on cashing out on any of these IRAs. You need to make sure you have a certified financial planner intact, your accountant intact. Your accountant, the accountant I use is normally also certified financial planner, which is good because they can help you with both. You don't want to neglect your retirement accounts. You need to make sure that you have an idea of what's in the retirement account, and get long-term security, especially if you got children, for you and your children to survive. So these are just some ideas. There's probably a lot of videos on this already, and there's probably some support groups out there on Facebook and such. Might even be some on YouTube. Like I said, this is going to be a real short video, just throwing it out there, because we do like to do smart money videos here. So this is just one of the quickie ones today. So please come back, check it out. Some of my videos are really long, and some of them are kind of short. And this is just a short one. Hopefully this helped somebody. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much.